Hi, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of Speaking from the Hip, a program highlighting orthopedic care from Baptist Health. I'm your host, Reggie LaRoche. Today on the program, we will be speaking about our new orthopedic complex opening adjacent to the Baptist Health Training Complex. This facility will serve the Miami Dolphin players and the public alike as a new location which offers comprehensive orthopedic care with a full range of diagnostic imaging, physical therapy, and rehab services all under one roof. Joining us today, we have two experts in their field and the team physicians for the Miami Dolphins. First, Dr. Gautam Yagnik, orthopedic sports medicine surgeon, and Dr. Michael Swartzon, a primary care medicine physician with Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Thank you both, gentlemen, for being here today. So first question goes to you, Dr. Swartzon. So tell us about some of the services that this new office complex will provide the patients in the community.
Well, you mentioned the diagnostics and the physical therapy. Additionally, we're going to have our entire complement of orthopedic surgeons for all the subspecialties. So hand, foot and ankle, spine. We're going to have surgeons that do hip and knee replacements, the sports surgeons, and the primary care sports medicine. We're also excitingly going to have a performance part of this building where we can do body mass testing, VO2 max testing, really push the limits on what the endurance athletes have. So it's not just for football, it's for all sports.
That's amazing, especially when you spoke about all the subspecialties and what everybody, not only the players, but also the community can get at this location. So I guess, what does that mean? If I'm a patient in the community, I'm going where the pros go. So I guess, what does that look like from a care standpoint?
Dr. Uribe says this really well, that taking care of professional athletes is the highest level of sports medicine. The pressure that we're under to constantly use the latest techniques and know how we can get them better safely and quickly, we can use that knowledge to help any other person in the community. So knowing that we can take care of them really does translate into taking care of you and everyone out there.
I love that. And you spoke about the techniques, and Dr. Yagnik, we have new technology, cutting edge technology. So as a patient that comes in, how can I benefit from such great technology that is being implemented in this facility?
Yeah, so we designed this building really to kind of mirror the Baptist Health Training Complex where the Dolphins practice and get their rehab and treatments. And so there are going to be three different areas that as you had mentioned. There's going to be the clinical offices where we'll see patients, be able to evaluate them. We have digital x-ray there to make it very efficient. There's also the diagnostic imaging center where we're going to have 3T MRI scan and thin cut CT, so the latest technology in imaging. And then also a rehab or a physical therapy location, which is again going to be equipped with all the latest rehab technologies, techniques, equipments with the best therapists, and again, designed to mirror what the athletes are getting.
Amazing. Just all the technology and the equipment there and the services that we're offering. And when I think of the Hard Rock, I just think of the location, the visibility. I just think even the community itself gets really excited about, like, wow, they have a location where it's right there where the players play, where we see games. But if I need to seek care from an orthopedic specialist or a surgeon or a primary care physician, I can go there. Can you speak to how accessible this new location is going to be for the community?
Yeah, I think this location is going to be great for a couple of reasons. You kind of touched on them. The first thing is that it's become really a central kind of landmark location in Miami. It's not just football. It's international soccer events. It's the Miami Open. It's F1 racing, and so it's really become kind of a central landmark. And the other thing where I think the patients are going to benefit is it's really accessible from three major highways, and it's centrally located in between Broward and Miami-Dade. So I think it's going to make care much more accessible for patients.
I agree. It's a great location and great position for both organizations. And talk about both organizations, talk about partnership. So Dr. Swartzon, I guess, how has that partnership been, for this organization, for yourself, and how we have worked together to to provide, or I should say, achieve our mission when it comes to impacting the community?
Well, Dr. Yagnik and I are coming up on our 11th season taking care of the team medically. And certainly that has grown over time. But in addition to that, it's not only just taking care of the Dolphin players and their staff, it's also helping taking care of the community. And the Foundation for the Miami Dolphins and the Baptist Health Foundation have really partnered up well so that we can help the high schools, the coaches for the high schools, and the local community in general. There are constantly events that we do. So some of this is this new building being opened. So we have such a great partnership and continue it, but it also expands to take care of all of South Florida.
Right, and to that point, you mentioned expanding and growing, and we're increasing our footprint. It's another location for us. So, I mean, from a clinical side in your offices, just speak to how that can help the community as well, just now that we have another location available for care.
I mean, Baptist Health has a lot of locations from, Key West up to West Palm. This is a very good central location, as Dr. Yagnik mentioned, between the two counties. One of the hardest things for our patients is getting in to be seen. Getting us another office gives us more space to add more physicians so that you can be seen in a timely manner because you're in pain or you're limited. Not only that, but people are geographically limited because of traffic, right? And so having an office near you, whether it's our new stadium office or whether it's West Kendall, South Miami, Doral, all these other offices allow patients to be seen closer to where they live and work, knowing that they're seeing a high-quality Baptist Health Orthopedic Care physician.
It's amazing. It's always good to be, finding new locations that we can position ourselves in the community where people live, work, and play, which is great. And you mentioned 11 years coming up, treating these athletes. And Dr. Yagnik, I guess, just with that experience, has that improved the way we treat the community? Just
Absolutely.
With that experience?
Yeah, it definitely has improved.
Speak to it, yeah.
Definitely has improved the way we treat the community. We learn so much by taking care of this level of athlete. Professional sports represents the highest level of human performance. And so no one's going to stress your repair or your brace or your cast more than one of these athletes. And so we can take all that knowledge that we've learned from caring for these athletes and apply that to all our patients. And I think our patients, take comfort in knowing that they're getting that same high quality care that the pros get.
Amazing, amazing. And if I could end with one question, or one last question, I should say, what makes us so special? What makes Baptist Health Orthopedic Care so special?
I think, you touched on our facilities, and I think having great, high-tech, state-of-the-art facilities is important, but probably the most important thing is our people, and it starts with our physicians who are all fellowship trained and some of the best in the country, who provide very high-level compassionate care. And then it continues with all of our staff, whether they're in the clinic or the operating room, who are constantly striving for excellence and to deliver that high-quality, compassionate care. I think that really is what separates Baptist.
I completely agree, and it's definitely all about the people and the talent that we have and the commitment to the community. So I want to thank you both for being here today. Thank you, Dr. Swartzon and Dr. Yagnik, for your time today. Thank you all for watching this newest episode of Speaking from the Hip. For more information about our services at Baptist Health Orthopedic Care, go to baptisthealth.net/ortho. And we thank you for joining us on today's episode of Speaking from the Hip.